Things that surprised me traveling around the world, the UK. I worked for a British company for a couple of years, so I spent a lot of time there. Number one. Now you know I'm gonna talk about the bathrooms. The bathroom stalls in London are so private. The doors are floor to ceiling as well as the walls. My British coworkers couldn't believe how open and not private American bathroom stalls were. Number two. First jobbers at the British company I worked for got 5 weeks of vacation. Because I was working in the New York office, I only received a couple weeks and I was at the director level. So that was really eye-opening during my orientation. Number three, maternity leave at the company I worked for was either 6 months or 1 year. But that's not what surprised me. An interim position is created to cover the workload while mothers take their maternity leave. That is brilliant and something none of my other companies did. Number four, happy hour really is just drinking. Most bars would only offer crisps or potato chips, and there were no food specials like there are here in America. And then it's really hard to find a place to eat late night. Maybe things have changed, but it was very much a liquid dinner situation. Oh, and at the time, I was really into wine, and a lot of the bars only had like 2 options of wine. Number five, although the weather was a little bit dreary a lot of the times, it never got super cold or super hot, which was so nice in the winter. And this was like the most snow I ever saw there. Coming from New York, it was such a welcome change. Number six, speaking of weather, when it did get hot, our office didn't have any air conditioning, so it was pretty uncomfortable. Most of the flats that I stayed in did have air conditioning, and they also had the washer in the kitchen. Number seven, everybody used the best sayings and words like that old chestnut or bits and bobs. I was knackered or pissed in it or would do, hen do. I definitely use some of those now. Number eight, drinks are not as big as they are in America, of course. And at the time, iced coffee was actually hard to come by. I would get an Americano over ice at Costa, and when I would come into the office, everyone would be like, oh my goodness, what a fancy drink, what did you get? I loved Costa. Costa? This was a literal picture that I posted on my Instagram. Heart and all. Number nine, abbreviations were everything there. Bank halls, I'll be with you in a mo, aircon, loved it.